What are you going to remember from this game?
I think a lot of things. It was a fun atmosphere. Had a lot of Buckeye fans in the crowd. It was awesome to see them. And I think there's some things we want to clean up and things got to get better at. In the red zone, can't turn the ball over. So things to learn from. But overall, I thought we did some good things as well. So I think just keep growing every week and getting better each week.
Who's your Heisman pick?
Jeremiah Smith. I mean, the guy's special. He's a great player. I don't know his stats today, but he had a great day. Was making some great catches. Had the one touchdown catch. So he's a special player.
Sorry, go ahead.
What did you see on the pick? Did your guy come out?
Yeah, they ended up dropping 8 guys down there, and I was being reckless with the football. That's something I got to own, and can't be taking chances like that down the red zone. We have a field goal at that point. Throw it away, and
What are the conversations with Ryan now as you progress through the year when something like that happens?
Yeah, I think just obviously still what you see, and then he's able to talk me through it, coach me up through it, and just keep growing on it, keep getting better. We have a good relationship, so I think just keep continuing to get better. Obviously I'm going to get yelled at for that one, just kicking the ball over down there.
Julian, you haven't missed often this year. That throw to Max in the back of the end zone, does that just happen sometimes?
Yeah, I was off of my timing there. Max ran a good route, and I think I was off of my timing and ended up missing the throw. It was a great mechanically, so I think just mistimed it, and it wasn't very clean on my part. Max ran a good route.
Julian.
I think Cornell's obviously a great player, makes a lot of impact, and it was awesome to see some of the young guys step up and make some great catches. Bryson Rogers, Mylan Graham, Brandon Ennis obviously playing a lot, so it was awesome to see.
Julian, we see your relationship with Jeremiah on the field. He said your name for the Heisman, you say his. What does that show about the relationship you guys have?
Yeah, I think it's just it's a team award. We're talking about team success, and we think we're trying to get to our goals and get to Indianapolis. So I think we're just focused on team success, and we think highly of our teammates, and we're excited for the future.
Julian, Ryan just called for this win business-like. Called you guys edgy as a team and things like that. Do you feel that when you guys are just kind of getting through a win and being, I guess, business-like, about the way you guys are going about offense for a day?
Yeah, I think we had kind of a mindset of that going into it. We had to be edgy on the road this week, and kind of bring our juice on the road. And I think guys did that. They played physical, tight ends were physical, running backs ran really hard. I think Bo Jackson had a really nice run. On third down, he got hit behind the sticks and was able to run his feet and make a run to get the touchdown. So it was awesome to see.
Julian, Tate has been one of your primary deep ball threats. Without him, what adjustments do you have to make in your own game plan? Because you only made a few incompletions today. You still, were able to kind of stick to your own rhythm.
Yeah, I think like I said before, a lot of the young guys stepped up and did a really good job. Jeremiah was getting doubled after the first couple of drives. They started to double team him. So I think a lot of the young guys did a great job. Come to think like the Bryson Rogers dig route on third down when it was man coverage, they were doubling Jeremiah. So I think just seeing those guys step up, it was awesome to see today.
Sure.
And, we focus on that in practice. And
Jeremiah had a career high today, catches. What can you say? You have to say it about Jeremiah, Julian?
He's a really hard-working player, and he shows up on Saturdays because he puts in the work on Tuesday and Wednesday. And he's a really smart player, and he knows what he's doing, where he's going, and rarely makes mental mistakes and rarely makes physical mistakes.
Third straight game for you with 300+ yards. How do you see yourself next year on Saturday out there?
Yeah, I think just getting better each and every week and growing. There's still a lot to grow from, and we'll grow from some things today, but just keep getting better, keep growing, keep upgrading to the next version.
Max Clare, back here in Indiana where he's from, playing against his brother. What kind of game do you think he had today?
Yeah, Max did a great job. It was awesome to see him. We actually had a deep shot for him. He ended up slipping on the grass, but he had a really good game and did some great things. I missed him in the red zone, and he would have had a touchdown if I put it on him. So that was on me. And he had a great game, and he was loving to see that. On the last drive, he had that back shoulder fade too. So he had a great day.
When Jeremiah makes those catches,
We got to get him to his family.
Go ahead.